Beres mah. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Ya Allah. Lapangan lain dah, lapangan. Dia motor ni. Dia mau kontina. Ambil enggak? Ya Allah. Lapangan lain kamu, lapangan tu aja motor ni. Jangan. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Allah. Hei. Semua, semua. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Subhanallah. Ya Allah, Allah. Inilah rumah saya hancur ini. Ya Allah. Allah, buat ya. Beh, nah, balik nanti. Habis. Allah. So, nenek masuk, nenek bangunan ya. Apa nenek di bangunan? Darat nenek tunggu. Darat. Malik. Antar dia. Malik. Nenek antar. Bombe. Oh, ya Allah. Ya Allah. Tunggu. Ya Allah. Oke, yang itu. Beres, Bang. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Ya Allah. Lapangan lain dah, lapangan. Dia motor ni. Dia mau kontina. Ambil enggak? Ya Allah. Lapangan lain kamu, lapangan tu aja motor ni. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Allah. Hei. Semua, semua. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Allah. Inilah rumah saya hancur ini. Ya Allah. Allah, buat ya. Beh, nah, balik nanti. Habis. Allah. So, nenek masuk, nenek bangunan ya. Apa nenek di bangunan? Darat nenek tunggu. Darat. Malik. Antar dia. Malik terisa Malik. Nenek antar. Bombe. Allah, ya Allah. Ya Allah. Tunggu, ya Allah. Oke, yang itu. Beres, Bang. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Lapangan lain dah, lapangan. Dia makan. Dia makan sini. Ambil enggak? Ambil enggak? Ya Allah. Lapangan lain kamu, lapangan tu dia makan tu. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Allah. Allah. Hei. Semua, hei, semua. Oh. Allah. Inilah rumah saya hancur ini. Ya Allah. Allah, buat ya. Beh, nah, balik nih, beh, habis. Ya Allah. Tuh, nenek bangunan, nenek bangunan aja. Apa nenek di bangunan? Darat, nenek dah. Darat. Malik. Mantap dia. Nenek antum. Lombe. Allah. Beres bang. Jangan. Ya Allah. Nenek yang anu.
And shalom to the 19th of August 2018. And I bring you a fresh live today from the throne room of our Elohim. And Shabbat Shalom. So are you ready for what's going to happen within the next 2 hours? Are you ready? Remember, this is the ripple effect unfolding now. Remember some weeks ago I told you all about the ripple effect? Well, it's unfolding today, the 19th of August. It's unfolding. So let's do something really quickly for the kingdom. What you need to do right now is share this live. A shout to all commanders in the live right now. A shout to your sister Lauren, all commanders of Elohim. So people living in Lombok in Indonesia, they need to leave the island. The people in Java that we have there in Java, yes, that will be two special people only in Java that we have. The volcano in Java wouldn't erupt yet until the 20th hour. Alright? A shout out to your sister Maxie. A shout out to your sister Chloe. So also what's happening in Guatemala? So Bali, the volcano in Bali will erupt. So everything is going to happen within the 20th hour. Alright? And don't ask me when the 20th hour will be, right? Obviously, you should know time, right? Okay, so welcome to my live today. So what you need to do right now is click that share button and share this live. So we're talking about greater magnitudes of earthquakes going to happen. We're looking at 10.1 for Indonesia. Yes, looking at a 10.1 for Indonesia. We're looking at a 10.1 for Washington, D.C. We're looking at a 11.5 in the Atlantic Ocean. So there's no stopping Elohim's anger right about now, their judgment. I'll be looking at a 8.5 for Washington, D.C., for Philadelphia, for California. And those earthquakes will happen in immediate effect. We're also looking at the fire going back to Guatemala. We're looking at the holy fire. Yes, the holy fire. I call it the holy fire. Then everybody else started calling it the holy fire. Before, they never used to call it the holy fire. But when I give them the warning to don't mock Mama Imaya, they start calling it the holy fire. So before that, they were saying the so-called holy fire. Why mocking she? Why mocking Imaya? You know, destruction is imminent. We're looking at Greece receiving multiple earthquakes as well. So, Abba said to me just a while ago that the raining, the floods that people get is to saturate the earth. The another thing that is going to happen in America, we're going to see red rainfall. Not only red rainfall, as it has already happened in Oklahoma City. It has happened in Oklahoma City, where red rain did fall, as I prophesied. So at this, in this particular hour, I'm going to say all those who will be judged. All right, I try to say who will be being judged. All right. All right, as we start today's live, we're going to look back on all the prophecies that has unfolded, the prophecies that happened in Trinidad. We're going to look back at that prophecy. We're also going to look back at what's happening in Nigeria, what's happening in Kenya. You're not hearing anything about the Valley Rift being teared apart even more. All right, so they fixed the crack already, they fixed the split, but Yahuwah opened it back again with the recent rains that they have. So this is to note for all the fallen angels who listen to my live, that Yahuwah said that his judgment is coming for your neck. So what you're hearing right now is the destruction of California fire. But what about the people who went into those concentration camps in America? So my question to you this morning, my brothers and sisters, is that if those people went into concentration camp, FEMA camp, why it is CNN and Fox News, why are they not reporting what's the outcome of the people? How are they living in the concentration camp? Or where have they vacated to? I told you it's in FEMA camp. And you will never hear from those people who went into those concentration camp ever again. Are you ready for the ripple effect? You know what is a ripple effect? Go and do a little research and see what is ripple effect or what it is entail of. You see, Elohim's ripple effect is completely different from the world's idea of what is a ripple effect. Good morning. I've been trying to go live for a long time. So now I finally get the opportunity to actually come live. So let's post this live viral today. I have a lot to tell you all. What's going on right about now all around the world, all around the earth. So good morning, good evening, good night to everyone as we are live.
Who will declare my name? Who will shout my name in the middle of the nation? Who will take the shield of faith and the sword of my tongue and declare my name to a dying world? He who has declared me thus far,
Hey,
will walk
in every greater power.
For the sands of time are running out, but my name will be declared in this final hour.
I am Yahuwah.
I am Yahuwah.
I am that I am. My trumpet will soon fall out.
I am that I am, and my trumpet will soon call out. I formed the worlds with a whisper. Oh, but I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to shout. It's the name above all names. Oh, and we will declare it. Yes, we will declare it. It's the name above all names. And we will shout it to a dying world. I am Yahuwah. I am that I am. My trumpet will soon call out. With a whisper, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to shout.
Hey, what's up to everyone? Hey, what's up to all the commanders? We are live.
It's the name above all names, and we will declare it. Oh, yes, we will
Hey, good morning to you, Tara, Bernard, Commander Nikki, Commander Sam, Sister Asa, Commander Sarah, Sister Diana. Hey, hello to you, Pak.
Across the bridge, there'll be no sorrow. Across the bridge, there'll be no pain. The sun will shine across the river, and you'll never be.
So read what is in the description of this live. It's a full prophecy from Elohim. It's on to my Malaysia family. Big up to my Malaysia family. Big up to my Philippine Army family. Alright, so what you're seeing there is the volcano in Hawaii. Alright, I'm going to review a couple things with you before we move forward. Make sure that you can see my mouse as it moves. Right. Alright, so I'm just going to explain something here with this volcano, and then we're going to get into the other part of the live for today. Very important. What I'm going to teach you is very, 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 very important as of this hour. Alright, so let me just get things in perspective, and as we get ready. Alright, you can see my mouse because I can see the mouse as well, right? Alright, so I'm going to explain about this volcano. Where's this volcano situated? This volcano, this particular volcano is situated in Hawaii. This volcano, as you can see my mouse here, you know, I just want to show you all a mouse, right? As you can see, I don't have a fire mouse today. I didn't, you know, feel to actually change my mouse, but I'm going to show you. Let's look at where my mouse is, and you can see what I'm going to show you. All right, this is the same volcano, all right, in Kapo, Hawaii. I think it's Kapo, Hawaii. I can't really remember the name, but this is the volcano that they were worshiping in Hawaii. This volcano is in Hawaii. All right, this volcano is the crater all right, that was left after Abba drained out all the lava in the volcano. Note, this volcano was, the mouth of this volcano was huge. It was very huge. So what happened? Abba used the different earthquakes, you know, he used the earthquakes and stuff like that to close in the mouth of the volcano. This is the same volcano that erupted in Hawaii ever since May 3rd, when that prophecy came forth, that Abba said that he will never stop his work in Hawaii for anyone, for no one, nobody could stop his work. And Abba told them to leave Hawaii. They need to leave Hawaii just like they need to leave Lombok and Bali in Indonesia. All right. So the only island that will be standing in Indonesia will be Java. All right. So from Indonesia, from Indonesian family, you know who you are, the twins. Abba said only Java will be standing. Every other island around Indonesia will be destroyed. All right. Only Java will stand. All right. As for the Philippines, let me talk about all the nations one time before we jump into that. For the Philippines, the only place in the Philippines, or the only island per se that will be standing, will be Jensan. All right. So Jensan will be the only island standing, although Jensan will split. All right. Different parts of Jensan will stand. All right. What I simply mean by this, when I tell you all actually here, is that Jensan will be destroyed. A part of Jensan will stand, because we have the army of Elohim in Jensan. All right. We have the army of Elohim within the courts of Jensan. Let me just put it so. Also, you should know what will happen in Davao and all the other islands in the Philippines will be completely destroyed. All right, by earthquakes. Not only that, but by unscheduled tornadoes as well that will be touched down in the Philippine island. As for Hong Kong, what we have in store for Hong Kong right now. Now I'm speaking on behalf of Yahuwah, and I'm reading from a scroll right now. Right now, I'm seeing a scroll right now before me, and I am reading what is on the scroll to tell you all. All right. So the scroll entails all the places that will be brought under judgment, all the places that will be affected by hurricanes, storms, just name it. Every disaster they can think about, even the ones that don't exist, that NASA knows nothing about. Well, I will actually bring that towards your attention, because I need to get your attention right now, all of you attention. So before we actually dive into this deeper part, what you need to do again is share this live. All right. All right, so let's go to the Caribbean. The only island that will be standing will be Trinidad, unfortunately. Tobago will be completely destroyed. Grenada destroyed. St. Vincent destroyed. We have no elects in those islands. All right. Again, the Caribbean island, the only island that will stand, all right, will be Trinidad. Tobago will be destroyed. Every other island will be crushed and will be all deoriented. All right. As for America, let's talk about America now. The only place in America that will stand, all right, because Abba have a plan to further his work in America, will be Washington D.C. All right. Washington D.C. will be the only place standing. Why Abba choose to keep Washington D.C. standing? Because the people who believe in their enemies, in their government, they need to see who's their true enemy. All right. They need to be governed in the way how they're supposed to be governed, with no protection from the Most High. All right. As for Malaysia, I think Malaysia is within Philippine border or not. Pak, tell me, Is Malaysia far from Philippines? I don't think so. I don't think that Malaysia is far from the Philippines. Sister Nikki, tell me, where is Malaysia situated? Malaysia is not far from Thailand and Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is not far from Philippines. Well, all those islands. Also, you are free to ask questions, of course, because I want to answer some of your questions today. Alright, so alright, so we have some devastating news to give you. So if I read within the description of the life, you will know that LOMBOK will be destroyed. You know that Bali will be destroyed. You know that Guatemala and other regions around Guatemala will be destroyed. You know what, Mexico will be destroyed. You know what, Brazil will be destroyed. Venezuela, Colombia, Cuba, oh my gosh, these other islands, can't remember where they are. Alright, so what I'm trying to explain to you is that the closest islands together, that's where the destruction will happen. And Abba is going to use the lava balls. So what we are actually viewing here is Hawaii's crater. Alright, so this is the crater in Hawaii as of right now. It could be looking a little different to you, but this is the crater in Hawaii. Alright, so what is under this part? Alright, so before we dive into the other part, I don't want to mix it up so that you don't understand what I'm actually telling you. Alright, so the mouth of the volcano is closing in. Why? Now, if you remember earlier on when I told you all that the mouth of the volcano was open widely. Oh my gosh, it had lava always seen here. It had lava all here had lava. Abba didn't cave in the whole volcano. That's why Hawaii had 100 about in 5 days Hawaii had 500 earthquakes. Alright, the earthquakes was to cave in the volcano, the crater of the lava. And what Abba did was he didn't make the lava balls inside the volcano. What he did was he used fissure 8, what they call fissure 8 in Hawaii. Alright, that is the crack that opened. Yes, Abba used that to bring forth lava to create a stream. Alright, so as you can see what's really happening right now in Hawaii, as you can see, some people think that the lava, it cooled down. No, it didn't cool down per se. It didn't finish because it will never stop erupting. It is for a purpose and it's for a reason. And what I'm going to explain to you here today is that something that you don't know nothing about. Hawaii, USGS knows nothing. NASA, Skywatchers, Mark Elkin, none of them knows anything about what I'm teaching you here, because they have no wisdom of Imaya and they have no love for the Creator. They are misleading others down to the path of destruction, which I'm going to be talking about a little later in this said live. Alright, so we have the mouth of the volcano right here. This is in Hawaii. Alright, this is right in Hawaii here. So as you can see, this part here, look at it good. Wow, what it looks like to you. This is actually covering. This is the part Abba used for molten rock. Abba made this as a covering. It's called a screw cork. What it's called? A screw cork. It is used to cover the volcano or cover the hole where the volcano will where the chamber really is, because there's a gas chamber under the volcano itself, which I will be explaining to you later down in this live. I will be bringing that to your attention and will be explaining that to you as well. So look at this part right here. This is called a screw cork. Alright, it is what Abba used to screw down so that if rain fall, rain wouldn't get and mix within the molten rock, or rain wouldn't fall and mix with the methane gas in here, because that could be devastating. So let me just go over to a little physics, and let me explain something to you all in that term. So if the rain water falls in the mouth of a volcano, what do you think happens? It doesn't weaken the molten rock. It activates electricity. It activates electricity in the hole of the volcano. All right. So what does that mean? It means that if rainwater pours into the volcano, it will activate something that Abba don't want. All right. This could cause a tectonic bomb. All right. So if rainwater falls in the mouth of the lava, all right, because there's no lava coming up here anymore, so what Abba did, he created a corkscrew and cover it so that if it bring rain, all right, the rain wouldn't go down into the gas chamber where the methane gas is situated, because the methane gas is under here. All right. So if rainwater was to fall within the mouth and down into the gas chamber, that will cause a tectonic bomb. What that means is that could affect what Abba is doing in Hawaii. All right. It could cause deaths, and it could cause complete destruction. It could cause things to happen quickly, and Abba don't want that. Because if water fall into methane gas, it will cause a sort of electric pulse. All right. So if it falls into the mouth of the volcano, it will cause something called an electric pulse. And what that does, that creates electricity. All right. You get electricity from that. All right. So let me say 1,000 gallons of water pour down in this hole. Everywhere that this volcano is connected to, it will have an explosion, and the explosion will be worse because it wouldn't be what Abba actually want right now. All right. Abba wouldn't wants the people dead on the hands. No, that's what the enemy will want. So NASA, if you're playing stupid, all right, NASA, if you're playing stupid and you go and pour water in Yellowstone, in this volcano, in other volcano, you will cause massive deaths on your hand. Because if you mix water and methane gas together, it will cause a combustion. It will cause a tectonic bomb. All right. It will cause things to escalate quickly. All right. So you don't want that. All right, NASA. So don't go and interfere with Yellowstone. Leave she alone. Don't interfere with Yellowstone. All right. Let Yahuwah take his course. Let Yahuwah's will be done, whether in Hawaii, Guatemala, or wherever. Don't go and interfere with these volcanoes, NASA. Don't go and interfere, Don't go and interfere with these volcanoes. All right. I'm telling all you. Don't go and interfere with these volcanoes. All right. Because Yahuwah knows exactly what he's doing. You will never see Lucifer taking up himself with some of his soldiers and going and interfere with the volcano. You know that? It's only mankind fast. You know, son? They always fast to go and touch. They want to go and touch. Or they want to go and experiment. And they want to go and see what's going to happen if they do this and they do that. Let me tell you something, NASA. Don't bounce your freaking head and go and do nothing to Yellowstone, because you will cause more than just a winter storm. You understand? You will cause hell on earth quickly in just seconds. All right. So don't do that. All right, NASA. Don't bust up your mouth and say you're going to stop Yellowstone from explosion. Nobody can do that. You doesn't see Lucifer go in and interfere with any other volcanoes. You feel stupid? They will send you, NASA clunks, they will send you to experiment on these deadly volcanoes that Yahuwah created. Alright? So again, this is called a corkscrew. Alright, and if water is poured into the mouth of the volcano, it will cause a tectonic bomb. Alright, so now you know. So next thing we're going to talk about is how Abba is going to create this volcano. How he's going to create this volcano to fit the lava balls. Well, this is it right here. Alright, so when Abba cave in, this needs to be caving a little more. It needs to be caving a little more. So when it's caving a little more, when Abba ready to launch the cannonballs, he's going to remove the corkscrew. So when the corkscrew is removed, when the corkscrew, not corkscrew, don't get up, when the corkscrew is removed, Abba is going to pressurize the lava balls. He's going to pressurize the cannon balls, the lava cannon balls. Yes, Yahuwah is going to pressurize it, and then Yahuwah is going to launch it. All right, so this is going to be launched at America in on certain intervals. So in 21 hours from now, we could see a great explosion in lava balls. All right, Abba is going to do the same thing in LOMBOK. All right, so what is going to happen in LOMBOK? LOMBOK is going to become just like how Hawaii is. You see, like how Hawaii is right now. Abba don't want to cause no deaths. All right, he don't want to cause no deaths in Indonesia. All right, so what Abba is doing, he's trying to tell the people, hey, you need to leave LOMBOK. You need to leave Bali. All right, the only place that will be standing in Indonesia will be Java. All right, no other place in Indonesia will be left standing. Every other island surrounding in Indonesia, as a province as Indonesia, it will be destroyed by the earthquakes. All right, because Abba is going to they're going to create a pit in Hawaii. All right, so what is going to happen is that, you know, you see the multiple earthquakes that they keep getting 6.4, 6.7, 7.1, and they drop back down to 4.5, 5.8. You know, all these earthquakes that Abba sending in Indonesia is that they are actually removing the lava from inside the volcano. So the lava is going to be removed, just like what they do in Hawaii. All right, this volcano is in Hawaii. All right, this is the volcano that started erupting. Yes, and Abba used a corkscrew, cork it down. All right, he sealed it. It doesn't mean it's sealed forever. It means that it's sealed there for a purpose. When Abba is ready, he's going to remove the molten rock. He's going to remove this corkscrew from here, and he's going to put the lava ball or the cannon balls. He's going to put the pressurized cannon balls. It is also pressurized with methane gas. So the methane gas is mixed in with the lava ball. All right. You all have an idea what we're talking about, right? The methane gas. See if we can find a video real quick of that. So the methane gas is so the lava balls, as I was saying before, let me just see if I get a video really quick. So let me see if I could find it. I should be here. But let's bring up a video really quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So as I was saying before, Abba have a perfect plan. All right, and the
reaching as high as 180 feet.
All right, the plans that Abba have. All right, let me just find the lava ball quickly. All right, let's pause it right there. This ball, all right, this lava ball that you're seeing here right now. I wouldn't use my mouse or anything to say anything, because I know I did show you all this a time. So I think it's time to teach you about this lava ball. So this lava ball here that you're seeing on the screen before you right now, this lava ball that you're seeing right now, this is already pressurized with methane gas. All right, so there is lava on the inside of the lava ball. All right, lava ball, it means it's cannonball. It's a cannonball to be launched at the nations from different countries. All right, nobody knows about this but only me. Nobody can tell you exactly when this is going to happen, how it's going to happen, how Yahuwah going to plan it. Nobody knows nothing but me. So I am reading from a scroll right now. Yes, I'm reading from a golden scroll right now. Everything that Yahuwah, well, most of the things that Yahuwah has planned for humanity. And one of them is lava balls. Now, these lava balls, it will have spikes on it. All right, so the next thing that Abba planned to do is put spikes on the lava balls. So the lava balls will have spikes all over it, will have something like some spikes, so that when it come in, it's going to cut you in half. Oh my gosh, I saw it in a vision in last 2017. I saw it in a vision, and I saw it recently in a vision again. All right, an open vision perhaps. So Abba going to use this lava ball, is made in a very, very special way. All right, these lava balls is made very specially for a special purpose, and it is made by the Creator himself. All right, Yahuwah made these lava balls. All right, so forget about NASA and USGS telling you how they roll in, and when they roll into the lava, then it push down, and then it becomes like a ball. That's bullshit. All right, all what NASA and USGS telling you is bullshit, and some of what they're telling you is what they stole from me. So what they stole from me, the teachings of what USGS stole from me on my other profiles, yeah, they dish it out to the public, but they never give them the raw truth that is in the scrolls that I have given you free. They never did that. They keep all the ancient knowledge to themselves, and they give you what they make over and write over to make you think that they know or they're on top of things, because they know nothing about what is Yahuwah plan. Only me. No messenger, no other messenger on the earth knows, no other prophet knows, no pastor, no deacon, none of them knows anything about this, about lava balls, about nothing I'm teaching you now, because what I'm teaching you is the ancient truth. It's the truth that you need to survive the coming days of the apocalypse. All right, so I think yesterday around 2 p.m. in Canada, all of a sudden it become night. I told you all that would have happened when the kingdom draws nearer. So right now, so some weeks ago, it was actually in the Philippines. That's where the kingdom was. Now the kingdom moved closer to Canada. When the kingdom moves close to the USA, even in the USA, which not involve Canada, we're talking about all the USA. What will happen in the USA is that night will become quickly as of 12 o'clock. All right. So when it's about 12 o'clock, all right. So when it's about 12 o'clock 12 o'clock during the day, noontime, that's when the sun will set. So the sun will rise at 5 a.m. Yes, the sun will rise at 5 a.m. and the sun will set at 12 p.m. All right, not to distract your mind from what I'm teaching you here, but just to give you everything as I could give you right now, for make you to understand exactly what is Yahuwah plan. So again, I am actually reading from a golden scroll that is in front of me right now. You cannot see it because you're not in front of me. All right. All right, so what is going to happen to this lava ball? So first, let me just break it down into a little syllables, a little. Let me just give you a little bit of what this lava ball, how this lava ball is created. Above angels making these lava balls in Hawaii. Abba also have angels making lava balls in Guatemala. Abba have angels now placed there 3 days ago in Indonesia now, making lava balls in Indonesia. It's going to make lava balls in Bali. It's going to make lava balls in Lombok. It's going to make lava balls in Java, but not now. All right. So right now they're actually making lava balls in Java, but it's not to launch at the people in Java. All right. That is not going to happen yet. So when Abba remove his kind or his people or the righteous ones from in Java, Indonesia, he's going to pour his wrath on Java. So what is going to happen is that these lava balls that they are actually making, these cannon balls, it is pressurized with methane gas. Alright, so what it specifically means right now, as of right now, that you see the black that is seen outside looking kind of black and burn, that is the methane gas. So the methane gas is carved outside of the lava ball. So outside of the lava ball is where the methane gas have been carved. Well, you know, it actually, you know, remember Abba is the potter, all right, and we are the clay. He is the creator, and if he creates something, it is of realness, so to speak. So if Abba creates something, he know that it is good. So this lava ball, they will take lava balls and they will put spikes in the lava balls. So that is not going to happen now. Alright, that is not going to unfold right now, where they're going to put the spikes into the lava ball. That is not going to happen now. That is for a soon event. Alright, but we're talking about no event. The no event that we're actually seeing is that the angels on them, well, you know, USGS don't know nothing about that, and you know, other sky watchers and people who watching Nibiru. Nibiru don't exist, by the way. These people who watching for Nibiru, watching for Planet X and Pronged Up Star, which don't exist, which is actually an illusion by the fallen angels. All right. So the moral of what I'm actually trying to explain to you all here as of right now is that the lava ball that you see there, it is carved out. It was created with methane gas, pressurized in methane gas, and what they did was they placed the lava inside of it. All right. So let's imagine what will happen when Abba launched the lava balls through these volcanoes. Again, this volcano is situated in Hawaii. All right. So this, oh shucks, let me see what I'm talking about. So this here is the Hawaii Emilian, whatever they call it, crater. All right. Abba is going to put the same lava ball that I just showed you all day, and he's going to remove this corkscrew. I think it's corkscrew, you say. You're going to remove the corkscrew from here. This thing that you see in here, it is called a corkscrew by YAHUWAH. NASA knows nothing about it. Skywatchers knows nothing about it. They know nothing about what I'm teaching you all here. Alright? They know nothing about what I'm teaching you all here. It's nothing science. It's nothing biology. It's nothing, it's not even in agriculture. You know, agriculture doesn't deal with these kind of things, eh? But it's not even in physics, what I'm teaching you all here. It's nowhere you can find what I'm teaching you all here. Alright? So this corkscrew here is going to be removed. Abba is going to replace it with the lava balls. Alright? So the lava balls will be made according to the circumference of this hole. So according to the circumference of this hole, YAHUWAH going to make these lava balls to fit within the hole. So what's going to happen? That's why Abba doing a cleaning. So what Abba did was clean out all the lava. So all the lava that was connected to Yellowstone from here, because it is connected to Yellowstone. Alright. So all the lava that was coming from Yellowstone and storing up here for years, Now he released it into Hawaii, and he create a sort of highway so that the lava from Yellowstone will pass through not the volcano anymore, but it will pass through the tubes, which Abba calls the lava tubes. So the lava tubes, it will pass through the lava tubes, and it will enter into the ocean. Abba calls lava ocean tube. What it means is that there's an entry where there's multiple tubes line up in Hawaii, where it connecting to different volcanoes. All right, so different volcanoes will receive the lava from Yellowstone. It will pass from Yellowstone, and it will pass through Hawaii. As you can see, Abba created a highway in Hawaii where the lava could have run carefully. And I'm also going to show you today of let me see if I could find it real quick. Alright, so I'm going to find it for you in a sec. That Abba is going to fit the lava ball and remove the corkscrew. If you look very carefully, you can see that the corkscrew is not scattered all about. It is actually a cork. It's actually like a circumference, and there's a long kind of axle. Alright, there's a long axle that connecting to the methane gas. So what that means is that it's keeping the corkscrew from flying off. Alright, because the methane gas is pressurizing this. If NASA was to go down, if they was to actually go down here, oh my gosh, they can adapt with that. If rain fall there, now how Abba put the corkscrew, or actually put down the corkscrew. If rain due to fall, the rain wouldn't seep or pass anyway around here to get into the hole. Alright. Next thing, you never see, I don't know if anybody ever saw in a video or what, that when rain or water touches lava, what happens? When water touches lava, nothing happens. What happens is that the lava doesn't become hard. No. Alright. The lava have its own cooling system then. Alright. The lava have its own cooling system as well. Alright. So what happens is that when Abba remove this corkscrew, when the corkscrew is removed, what happens next is that Abba places the lava ball on here, and then he will launch it at America. So what happens when these lava balls pressurize in a specific way? It pressurized in a way to go into the directions that Yahuwah wanted to. Alright, so when the corkscrew is removed or removed out of its place, the lava ball will be put into that place. So I hope that you understand exactly what I'm talking about. I hope I'm not confusing you, but let me just find a next video really quick. So let me find a video. Alright, so as we could see, I don't know if you could see yet. Sorry, I need to like open it out. So, this is the creation of the lava balls in Hawaii. This is the creation of the lava ball in Hawaii. This is how the angels make the lava ball. Alright? Just see. That's like how the angels that make the crop circle. Well, it's the same thing that they do in Hawaii, Guatemala, and Indonesia. Alright? So look at it. This is the creation of the lava ball in Hawaii. Alright? The angels is the one who making the lava balls. You can't see them. Alright? You can see the angels. You mightn't believe anything that I'm saying. You might say, wait, this guy crazy. How you could say angels making lava ball? USGS didn't tell me that, because USGS knows nothing. All they know is bullshit. All they know is lies. What I teach you is ancient. Alright? So, this is two activities occurring here. Let me just go back to the starting. This is the creation of the lava balls, and this is also the creation of a river of lava. What it means is, this is a feedie bank. Abba call this a feedie bank. I know it might sound kind of strange to you. You might actually say, but what is a feedie bank? Well, a feedie bank is that Abba created like a swimming pool of lava, and he decided to split the swimming pool and make a stream, or he decided to make like a excuse me, like an ocean of lava. So what you're seeing there is an ocean of lava being processed to enter specific volcanoes. All right. So different volcanoes requires a different texture of lava. Again, I'm reading what they are giving me right now. It is in front of me. You can't see it. I don't have you on camera. But I'm actually reading from a golden scroll right now, because this is actually part of the ancient truth. It's actually part of teaching you what it is that you are seeing, that you do not be deceived by the liars or the naysayers or the ones who think that they know what's going on. That they know nothing unless if they first hear it from me. Alright? If they do not hear it from me, then they will never know what it is. Because I have the golden scrolls, and I'm the only one worthy to read those scrolls. So this is what you're seeing here. It is the tsunami. This is like a tsunami of lava, but it's not a tsunami. It's just that Abba created a pot where lava balls could be made at the same time. Instead of just making a little swimming pool of lava and just making the balls and put them there, no, that's not what they are doing. Also, the next thing that Abba doing is transporting lava ball. Abba is transporting lava balls on the ocean. This, oh my gosh, my father is so awesome. He's so awesome in the ways he's doing things. And people have no idea what the Most High God, Elohim, is doing. Alright? At the same time, instead of Abba creates a little swimming pool, you know, here angels making the balls and just pressurizing them and putting them there. This is actually the first phase of the lava ball. Alright? This is the first phase where the lava ball is actually created. This is the first phase of how the lava ball is created. Then from this phase, as you can see, you're seeing different texture of lava flowing down there. You see a little red, you will see a little yellow, you will see a little black, you will see, sometimes you'll see a little crystal. You see the things that you're seeing glowing and glittering within the lava stream that you're seeing there. Those are crystals, real crystals. Alright, and Abba using in the volcano itself. Alright, so the crystals and everything is made up into the lava. Alright, and I will tell you later on what that symbolizes or what does that mean. So from since day one, since in May, when I actually brought the first prophecy, when before Hawaii before Abba ever reached to that phase that he actually in right now, before Abba actually reached into this phase, it means that this phase almost completed. It doesn't mean to say that it doesn't mean to say specifically that the lava in Hawaii will stop flowing. No, it will never stop flowing until Abba create a perfect pit in Hawaii. Alright, so there will be a pit in Hawaii, and I will show you just a sec how that pit will look. But for now, I just want to make you understand. Don't believe in NASA. Don't believe in USGS. Right? Don't believe in their lies, because their lies is to fool you. Alright? So The lies is not based on righteousness. The lies is based on deceptions, on turning your heart away from the Creator, because it is the Creator, Elohim. They are the ones who created this stream of lava. Look carefully. As you can see, right now, as you can see, as I'm showing you there are different textures within the lava that supplies different volcano. Example, this stream of lava that you see here, it is flowing to Indonesia. What Abba did was, some time ago, this volcano did erupt, but it never created a stream. What Abba did was used a multi-tube. Abba used a multi-tube, not a multitude. Abba used a multi-tube. Abba used a multi-tube from underground and supply Indonesia with lava from Yellowstone. Now Abba cut off the connection. Abba cut off the connection from Yellowstone supplying lava to Indonesia. He cut off that supply, and now we have all the volcanoes being supplied by one source, Hawaii. Hawaii is the main source right now, where all the lava from Yellowstone is flowing through Hawaii and supplying all the volcanoes. This is the end time plan. This is Abba's end time plan completed, where Abba cut off connection from Yellowstone to Indonesia. Before, brothers and sisters, before, Abba used to use volcano. Excuse me. Abba used to use Yellowstone to supply for Indonesia volcano. Now Abba is not doing that anymore. Abba cut off the supply to Indonesia because Yellowstone was supplying lava to Indonesia, Philippines, Hong Kong, China, and all these different places up the chain. Alright, Abba was using that. He was using that way to do it, and by using a multi-tube. Alright, not a multitude, it sounds like a multitude. He used a multitude of tubes, lava tubes, to supply, to pump actually lava from Yellowstone to Indonesia. Alright, so that is what was going on, was happening a while now. But Yahuwah cut off the supply that way, and the reason why the volcanoes was asleep, because Abba was actually using the lava from it to keep the methane gas alive, to keep everything going, alright, to keep the lava functioning, or to keep the volcano functioning in a specific way where, oh my gosh, where he will have to reactivate it again. So what Abba did was drain out the little bit of lava that he had in Indonesia volcano, Bali. I think it's Bali or Java. Java. I think it was Java volcano. Abba said it now. Alright, so Abba took the remaining of the lava, alright, he poured out into the sea in Indonesia. Knows nothing about that. And what Abba did was use the new connecting tube from Hawaii and fill back the volcano in Indonesia. And that is what he did with the volcano in Philippines. What he did with the Philippines and Japan. Every time a volcano erupts in a specific way, but it doesn't erupt to cause harm, or it doesn't erupt where you see lava pitch out at the mouth of the volcano, it means that the volcano is reactivating, or it's called generating. Alright, so the volcano is regenerating itself all over again, where new fresh lava from Yellowstone will flow through Hawaii and go through is either number 1 tube, number 3 tube, number 4. It has up to at least 14, is 14 Abba said, or 27? It have at least 14 tubes in Hawaii run in a horizontal way, and when the lava enter into the entry of the ocean, it goes straight into those tubes. And what happens is the earthquakes, about use the earthquakes to push the lava straight into the lava tube. So once it go into the lava tube, it will be stored in the chamber of the volcano. So I hope I'm making sense to you. Right. Again, this is the creation of the lava ball. So before the lava ball is pressurized, just go back up there. Let me just pause this. So before the lava balls are pressurized, it needs to go through this system first. Like for example, let me just explain something to you in a different way so that you can have a understanding of what I'm talking about. If Abba, my father, our father, if he decides, you know, I am going to use this lava ball to launch somewhere, America, even Hawaii itself. So what Abba did, he did a process. There's a process for everything. Let me go over to Nilan Masi. Not Nilan Masi, sorry, you know what I'm talking about. Let me go to Mitsubishi, or let me go to Mazda. These car companies, these Japan companies that has been making cars. So these companies that has been making cars specifically for different countries, and you know, making it in a specific way, and there's a process when you're planting something. Let me say you're going to plant corn, and there's a specific process to plant corn, and you have to plant corn in a specific season, in a specific soil. I want you to understand this. In order to get something perfect, it must be perfect. It must mean that everything must be ripe. It means that everything must be within a specific season in order to complete that specific task. If that task is not completed, you don't feel good about yourself. For example, if you're going to plant cucumbers, sweet pepper, you're going to plant corn, peas, you know, you're going to make a little flower garden and stuff like that. Wouldn't you plant in a good soil? When you plant in a soil where you can actually receive benefits, where your crop could come really nice, you know, that your crop could grow nice and you could receive the benefits from your crops. Well, this is the same thing that Yahuwah is doing in Hawaii. Same thing he will do in Indonesia. Same thing he's doing in Guatemala. All right. So what Abba did is a process. Judgment is a process. Judgment was always a process. It was always a process to do specific things, and it had to be a specific season in order to bring forth that specific crop. So what happening in Hawaii is a crop. Let me look at it as a crop, because Abba have been mining that lava in Hawaii for quite a long time. For a long time, Abba wanted to execute. Abba wanted to create it. He wanted to create this highway where he could actually get the lava to all the volcanoes. But it was kind of impossible during that time. You know why? Because most of Abba's children wasn't awakened yet. If they wasn't awakened yet, it makes no sense doing specific things. Then they would never understand what he's doing. You see, before Abba bring forth a specific judgment, he bring forth a specific warning. And once that warning come forth multiple times, then he decide to execute plan number 2. And once plan number 2 is executed, Yahuwah will execute plan number 3, and so on and so on. So what we are seeing here is execution number 10. Alright, Abba have been trying so long to wake people up in Hawaii and stuff like that. So So everything had to be a timing. Yes, Sister Coco. Yes, Commander. Everything must be in a timing, and it must be within a season. Within that specific season, specific things can happen within that season. If that season, however, doesn't come around, let me say 200 years from now, that season don't come around, then Yahuwah would have to do things in a specific way to bring back in that specific season. Once that specific season is come in, or once that season is going to happen soon, Abba can make it happen within a day or two. Abba can make it happen within a specific timing. So now you understand, everything must be within a specific timing, because it need to be within a specific season. Alright? So let's go back quickly to the volcano. Let me just find it back. Alright, so as you can see here, switch back to the main picture. Alright, so as you can see there again, now you understand, alright, how Abba is going to use the lava balls in Hawaii to fulfill his end time plan. Alright, by using methane gas. Alright, let me just give you a different example. Let me say you now buy a house. Alright, I just want to give you an example. Let me say you buy a house, and when you newly buy a house, and there's to go and clean it up, although the house might still be clean, and they might have to go and bless the house, you know, bless it, give Elohim thanks, and run out any demons or any spirits or anything in the house. But this is what Abba did with the volcano in Hawaii. Same thing he did with the volcano in Guatemala in process, and the same thing he will do with the volcano, with the volcanoes in Indonesia. Alright, and the same thing he will do with the volcano in California. It's the same thing he will do with the volcano in Iceland or in Greece. The same thing he will do with those volcanoes. He will flush it out. Alright, so before Abba could have refilled this volcano with methane gas, he had to flush it. So it had to be flushed out clean, and Abba didn't clean it with water. You want to know what Abba flushed it with? Anybody tell me what Abba flush it with? Could you tell me what Abba used to flush the tubes? Because before Abba could have placed methane gas within those tubes, he had to flush out the lava. So the lava had to be flushed out. Alright? Because as you can know by now, methane gas and lava don't mix. Water and methane gas don't mix. Water and lava don't mix. Alright, they don't mix together. Don't study what NASA say. Don't study what the scientists say. They are all full of shit. Alright, they know nothing of what they're talking about. Alright, so we also have a volcano in New York City. There's a volcano in New York City. In the heart of New York City, there's a volcano, but right now it kind of, you know, quiet for now until Abba ready to fulfill that. So what Abba going to do with the volcano? Did you realize or something recently? I think some weeks ago, something like that. Jeremiah, could you remember when they said that something exploded in New York and created a crater? It looks like a new volcano. Well, you know, they heard that from me when I said that, of course. So could you remember, Commander Coco, when some weeks ago when they said that something exploded in New York City and it created a crater that is a new volcano? All right, the news station, they will never ever come out and tell people the truth. Also, what happened in Greece some days ago? I can't find that video right now, but I'm hopeful I will actually give it on the next live. I'll actually teach you that on the next live. Yes, they said it was a flash flood, right? If I could have pull up the video, but I can't right now. They said it was flash flood occurring in Greece. I think it's Greece. I can't remember. I think it's in Netherlands. I can't remember where it was. But if you see how fast it moved, it wasn't a flash flood. It was actually a mud volcano erupted and come down into the land. No. Not the bridge that blew up in New York. No. You know, you can't trust anything that they say. Alright, so let me just complete it this here quickly. Abba said that I need to teach you all what happened in Italy some days ago where the bridge collapsed. Alright, and they keep lying and saying that the infrastructure of the bridge failed. Let me tell you all something here. The Pope, yes, the Pope or Pope Francis, the pedophile, Pope Francis does always pass on that bridge. I think we done here explaining about this, right? I hope you understand. We done explain about the volcano before we dive into this other conversation. Alright? Oh no, yes, Renata, yes. They said it was a gas explosion under the under the street in New York, but there is a new crater YAHUWAH opening there. Alright, there is a new sinkhole with lava about filling up there, but it didn't come up yet. Alright, the lava just on the surface, not on the top surface, it's on the bottom surface, because there is a bottom surface. Sorry, there's a bottom surface, then there is a top surface. Alright, so I hope you understand that there. Alright, hope you understand that there. So please share this live. It's very important what I'm going to teach you next. So remember what I'm teaching you all here. You will never hear it from Mark Elkin. Mark Elkin becoming a little famous. But the truth is, Mark Elkin and them working for the Illuminati. Most of them on Facebook, they are working for the Illuminati. Most of them sky watchers, they in the Illuminati, and they are new agers. Alright, they are new agers, and they believe in Gaia shit. They believe in new age shit. They go and burn into the lake of fire. Everybody was given a fair chance to repent. Everybody was given a fair chance. Everybody was given a fair chance. All right. So what we are seeing there is what Abba is actually making right now. What Abba, Imaya, and Lord Yahushua is actually creating now in Hawaii is the pit, is the lake of fire. All right. So the pit is a place where lava will be boiling with methane gas. So under this lava that you're seeing here, this is in Hawaii as of now. This is in Hawaii, and this is the pit that Abba is making right now in Hawaii. As I've explained on my other lives, excuse me, that Abba and they have a very divine, specific plan in store for the unrighteous. All right, and this is one of the plans. All right, so after they make the lava balls and they put things in place, this is phase 11. Remember I told you all phase 10 is the continuation of the saturation, of the earth, and we're going to go to Italy soon, and I'm going to explain exactly what is happening in Italy. I'm going to bring that to your attention. Okay, I want you to understand. Please share this live, send your friend requests. Oh my gosh, this page is going to be shut down by Facebook soon. As you all know that my Facebook account is censored. I'm censored by the Illuminati, censored by NASA, censored by USGS. I'm censored by the kingdom of darkness. And the reason why you don't hear much about me. Alright, I am not famous. I don't want to be famous. I could have been famous if I wanted. I don't want to be famous. I don't choose to be famous. I choose to live righteously. I choose to walk righteously with our Elohim. Alright, so what you're actually seeing there is the lake of fire being prepared. That is the lake of fire. That is the pit of hell. When we use the word hell, it means that there's no escaping when you're thrown into this pit. So this pain, so this pit that you see here, yes, it will be a pain beyond your description. What you're going to endure here is real torment. You're going to be enduring real torment in here. So just to give you a little way back of a little understanding, let me go to phase 8. Remember I explained phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I explained up to phase 11. So I'm going to take this opportunity to explain what is phase 8. What was phase 1? Let me just go from phase 1. Phase 1 was the different warnings, the dreams, the visions people was getting. Phase 2, volcanoes started to erupt and show signs of eruption. Phase 3, quiet down the volcano. Quieted down, and let me see if they will come. Phase 4 started back again. Judgment. They remain, they start back up the volcano again, and they start to reboil all the volcanoes and stuff. They start to wake up all the volcanoes, start to be awakened. All right. Phase 5 was grace. They say, okay, here what we're going to do. We're going to wake up the volcano, but we're not going to let anything happen. We're going to just let smoke come out from the volcanoes. Let me just see if they will be shaken. Let me see if they will come back. Let me see if they will repent. Phase 5 failed. They go on to phase 6. And what was phase 6? The open cracks in Hawaii. Phase 6, the open cracks in Hawaii. And they start to pour the wrath. Not down on Hawaii people, but they start to open a doorway where they can actually create a way to fulfill their desire to pass judgment on the people. Alright? So this is what happened, and you will never understand nothing I'm talking about here, because it don't make sense to you who are not righteous, those who are not holy, those who are not set apart, those who are not living for the kingdom of Elohim, the kingdom of the Most High. You will never understand what I'm teaching you unless if you unlearn all the lies. Learn from NASA, you learn from your school, you learn from the education system, you learn from your teacher in school, you learn from your mentor, you learn from this one, you learn from that one, but you never learn from the messenger of Elohim. Because once you learn from the messenger of our Elohim, then you will begin to walk in holiness. You begin to stay rooted and grounded in Elohim's righteousness, unshakable, unremovable, and You will stand for righteousness. You will stand up in authority, and you will tell the people as it is what Elohim put on your heart for you to tell the people exactly what hour that we are in right now. So after phase 8, they moved to phase 9. What was phase 9? Phase 9 was the highway that they created. Let me just bring up that video really quick, and let me see if I can show you what was phase 9. Oh my gosh, wrong thing I click. All right. So what was phase 9? All right, I'll use this as phase 9. So this, I wonder if there's a little volume to give you a little idea. This here is phase 9. So could we get 200 shares? Could we get 500 shares? So what you're looking at is phase 9 into phase 10. So it have up to 23 phase. Alright, I'm coming to the end of that phase right now, because every day specific things happening in Hawaii. And the earthquakes that happening in Hawaii was a phase. The sofa was a phase. The different multicolor clouds was a phase. You know, different things happening in Hawaii is a different phase. As the same phase they're using for Guatemala, Indonesia, Trinidad. They're using this same phrase for every nation on the earth. So this that you're seeing here is a phase. So this phase is a universal commandment, or a universal will, or the universal law, however I want to put it. This phase is the universal way to bring judgment on humanity. Alright, this 9, alright, this is phase 9, I tell you, right? Phase 9 into phase 10. And we know that 9 means birth. So this is the new birth of the destruction of our Creator. So this is what I was telling you all here. Whenever you can see, no, I can't. Sorry, you can't see. But what you're looking at there, as you can see on your screen, is the lava entering the ocean. This is where I told you all about the entry with the tubes line up in a horizontal way. This is how lava enter into the tubes to go into different volcanoes worldwide. So you see, if you could see lava showing right there, if you could see there, I think someone saw a being diving down in the water, rising. That's where the angels on them are working very hard to make sure that the lava flow into those tubes, because there's a lot of work happening in the spiritual right now. There's a lot of work going on right now. You think it's just easy to just bring judgment? It's not easy. You need to put things in place first. It needs to be a specific season. It needs to be a specific timing. It needs to be at a specific interval as well to bring forth judgment. if you could, let me just go back a little bit. You can't see what I'm talking about. If you notice that the different color lava, sometimes you see red, sometimes you see yellow, sometimes you see black. Those colors, sometimes you see green, sometimes you see blue. Certain part in Indonesia, there is blue lava, and I'm going to explain what the blue lava is. The blue lava is methane gas. All right, Abba is really awesome in what he's doing, and most people have no idea what the creator is actually doing right now. But as we say right now, what is going on right now is very divine, very prophetic, very unique of what our Elohim is truly doing in this hour. So if you realize they call it fissure 8, why? Think about it. Why they call it fissure 8? Because fissure came from phase 8. Phase 8, phase 7, phase 21. It goes up to phase 23. Alright? It only have up to phase 23. And you know why? Because 23, alright? 23 is a prophetic number, as well as 8, 7, 3, different numbers, 12. These different numbers I can't really recall right now, but there is a prophecy, there's a teaching about the different universal numbers that you should learn. Alright, so we could expect lava balls to be launched from Hawaii soon. So remember, there's a process that happens before the lava could be put into the ball, because it is made by methane gas. On the outside is methane gas, and the inside is lava. Alright, so when Abba open up this cork, when Abba open this corkscrew, I think it's corkscrew I said, can't remember. When Abba opened this corkscrew here and he removed this corkscrew, he's going to place the lava balls by the thousands. So the lava balls will be lined up on the top around here, will be lava balls lined up, and the angels will put them in the hole to be launched at different parts of the earth. We're talking about a major destruction going to happen soon. Alright, so we're talking about calamity beyond your description is going to happen soon. Also, very soon they're also going to put spikes in the lava balls, so that when the lava ball coming down, before it hit the ground, you know that it's going to cause fire. Of course, it's going to burn humanity alive. You're going to be burnt alive. What that means is that when the lava ball coming towards you and you don't get out of the way, right, wherever the lava ball falls, it's going to create a sinkhole, or it's going to create a hole in the earth where the lava there is going to fall into. So next thing you need to know, that then on the top of the lava there's a cover, all right, so that when the lava ball hits the ground in a specific place or a specific way, according to how the lava ball falls on the earth, when it's coming down to America, coming down to Trinidad, or coming down to Guatemala, or China, Hong Kong, or Philippines, or Indonesia, some of the countries I really can't remember, UK, United Kingdom, Italy, all right. When the lava balls comes down, or when the lava ball is coming down, all right, it's going to come down on the mouth. So the mouth, the cover that they placed on the top of the lava ball, they put a cover. So let me just find that really quick for you so that you could see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me see if I could find that. Where can I find that? I'll look for that really quick. Oh, wrong place. All right, let me just look for it real quick. Yes, find it. All right, so let me just show you different. I did lives on it, and I did lives on this on Facebook. Remove the lives. All right. So look at the top here. Look at the top of this lava ball. All right. If you could see the top of the lava balls here, look at the top. You're seeing fire. All right. That is lava on the top there. What they did was they create a top. All right. Seal off the top. It is like a temporary seal. It's like a temporary seal they use. They use this as a temporary seal. Seal off the top, fill it with lava, make the outside, the skin of it, the outside here, you see the outside? Oh my gosh, you can't see what I'm talking about. But the outside is made out of methane gas. Alright, so there's methane gas on the outside here, already pressurized and everything done in place already. This was seen in Hawaii. For those who think it's fake, let me just play the audio. And yeah, let me just play the audio.
In Hawaii, we have some residents capturing images of some of the unique things that are going on in terms of the geology and the movement of the magma or lava coming from out of this volcano. And as you can see here, it's what some have depicted as looking like an alien-like lava egg, is what they're called, these lava eggs, appearing in different places. Now, a majority of these are being spotted in areas around the fissures, where there's not massive eruption, but there's kind of a slow outpour of the lava as it's hardening. And as you can see here, these domes or these egg shapes are formed in the process. As the action continues on the Big Island in Hawaii, we have some residents capturing images of some of the unique things that are going on in terms of the geology and the movement of the magma or lava coming from out of this volcano. And as you can see here, it's what some have depicted as looking like an alien-like lava egg, is what they're called, these lava eggs, appearing in different places. Now,
I'm sorry, it's not lava eggs, it's lava balls. It's cannon balls.
A majority of these are being spotted in areas around the fissures, where there's not massive eruption, but there's kind of a slow outpour of the lava as it's hardening. And as you can see here,
now that was all during phase 5, That was going phase 5. Now we reach up to phase 11 now. So that means there's more to occur in Hawaii. We're talking about the whole of Hawaii going and be filled with lava. Alright? The whole of Hawaii going and be filled with lava.
Domes or these eggs,
because the pit that APA is making in Hawaii is going to be 144,000 feet wide, and it's going to be 144,000 feet deep.
Shapes are formed in the process. As the action continues on the Big Island in Hawaii, we have some residents capturing images of some of the unique things that are going on in terms of the geology and the movement of the magma or lava coming from out of this volcano.
And again, we're talking about the pit that ABBA is creating now in Hawaii will be 144,000 feet wide, and it will be 144,000 feet deep.
And as you can see here, it's what some have depicted as looking like an alien-like lava egg, is what they're called, these lava eggs, appearing in different...
So, the pole reversal shifting is completely different from what the other people like the different groups on Facebook teaching about the pole shift. Oh my gosh, you know nothing about what is the pole shift.
Different places. Now, a majority of these are being spotted in areas around the fissures, where there's not massive eruption, but there's kind of a slow outpour of the lava as it's hardening. And as you can see here...
So please take notes of everything that I said on this live. Please take notes of everything that is revealed on this live. It is very important that you take notes.
These domes or these egg shapes are formed in the process. As the action continues on the Big Island in Hawaii, we have some residents...
Only I could teach you what is the pole shift. Only I know what is the pole shift. I'm not just boasting and saying I know. I'm not just boasting and saying I'm teaching you what is the pole shift for free. You don't have to pay me, and you don't have to buy my book online in Amazon. On Amazon online, you don't have to go and buy no book from me. Understand? Like what Mark Elkin and the other reprobates doing. Alright? You don't have to go and buy no book. You're getting it free.
Capturing images of some of the unique things that are going on in terms of the geology and the movement of the magma or lava.
And a matter of fact, there is a pole shift and there is a pole reversal shift. And that's two different events unfolding.
Coming from out of this volcano. And as you can see here, it's what some have depicted as looking like an alien-like lava egg, is what they're called, these lava eggs, appearing in different places. Now, a majority of these are being spotted in areas around the fissures, where there's not massive eruption, but there's kind of a slow...
So when it happens, boom, you remember, you know, this guy called Archangel the Fifth. You know, this guy was actually telling us the truth. You know, this guy was actually legit. Oh my gosh, we should have listened to that guy. Why we didn't listen to that guy, or else we wouldn't have been suffering like this.
Outpour of the lava as it's hardening. And as you can see here, these domes or these egg shapes are formed in the process.
All right. It is formed in the process. It is formed in the process. It is formed in the... It is formed into what? Process. There is a process. Everything is a process. Before they could have deceived humanity, it had to be a process. Before they could have introduced Christianity, it had to be a process. Before they could have intervened, before they could have introduce religions, it had to be a process. Everything had to be a process in order to process people's minds. People's minds need to go through a specific process in order to understand specific things going on. People need to go through a specific process of free will to understand exactly what is actually going on. They need to go through that process. Understand? So everything needs to be a process in order for other things to unfold. So wait, it's no coincidence now that I have 144 shares when I actually reveal the 144,000 feet wide pit in Hawaii that is going to happen, and the 144,000 feet deep of the pit that Abadam is digging now in Hawaii. And so it's no coincidence of what is really happening at all. Are you ready? So the information that you're receiving is very, very valid. And the information that you're receiving from USGS, NASA, scientists is all invalid. It's all invalid. It's bullshit. It's rubbish. It's crap. It's like dog shit. It's like cow dung. It worth nothing because there is no righteousness. There is nothing in it to bring glory to the Creator. Only lies and deception to continue having you in a loop all the time. You continue being a loop, continually confused. Because you know why you're confused? Because they continue to teach you lies. They continue to tell us lies through the media and brainwash the people. So do you remember, let me see if I could just bring it up, yeah? Do you remember when I taught you all on the other page that Facebook shut down and censored, that what happening in Pune, it will get even worse? Well, what happened in Pune, it actually happened. The house was blown out of the way and a new crater has been invented right where I told you all it would have been. So I'm bringing up that live now. Please, Elohim, please don't let this live be shut down by Facebook.
This is on Malama. Man. Oh, man. Pretty impressive sight. Seeing the smoke, that's for sure. No red. I'm not really going any further because of all the sulfur, so not much action. Aloha.
Give me faith, oh Jah, I pray, oh Lord, to face another day.
So the cracks are opening. This is lower Pune. Alright. Also, what's other things happening in Hawaii as well is the lava from one of the fissure, on one of the cracks. They am calling it fissure. I call it crack. Right? Lava that coming out from the crack, which made a hole coming out from the crack. Alright, that's a main tube or main vein of the volcano, of so to speak, right? Alright. What gonna happen here? First of all, I want to point out to you what I see, what I'm seeing right now. So this is what I'm actually seeing right now. What I'm seeing here is a 1. If you could see the 1 and you could see the 0. Alright, so you see the 0. Alright, I want to reveal something else to you. Now look within the crack. If you look in the crack, look in the crack here. What do you see? What do you see here? So what do you see here within the hole of the crack? Alright, what we seeing there, what I seeing, this is part of the crate, which is part of the tectonic plate, right? is a different soil, of course. So the cracks that you're seeing, which I will be explaining throughout this video and other videos to come, all right, on this live. The tectonic plate is being sheeted out, pulled out from under the earth, and what's really happening also is the Pacific plate, the Pacific tectonic plate is also being shifted out of its place. All right, so every activity needs to take time. Now, remember I was talking about the transformation in our bodies, you know, and I was talking about when the shift will happen, when the switch effect will happen, when certain things will happen within our body to bring us to the readiness of transformation. Well, right, this is what's happening. The process of the transformation, a part of it has ended. Now we actually go into the readiness process to be transformed. Again, let me explain this. Remember, I explained to you 2017, 2016, 2015, 2013, 2012, 2010, 2007. Well, yeah, 2007. All right, 2007 though. All right, so I did explain to you that there will be a supernatural transformation. Now, what is happening? Things that you need to specifically probably write down for what I'm revealing to you here. So the event of the transformation, that part of the body going through a certain process, well, that part has ended. Now there's a other shift that is going on within you right now to get you ready. So this is the last process of the transformation in your body. All right, remember, your body needs to go through a certain change in order for this transformation to happen to you, right? So it has been happening for quite a long while now, and Yahuwah said that tough part that people was going through certain things, well, that tough part has ended. Now it's the readiness part. This is the readiness part now to transform. So this is the readiness part now to get ready, to be ready to be transformed. Now, what does it mean for you who will actually go through the ready transformation? What it means is your body is already prepared. It means that your body was already prepped in order to go through that transformation change. Your body has to go through certain process. Now there is a process. When Yahuwah, let me just give an example. When Yahuwah came into the flesh, Yahuwah died, not on a cross. Yahuwah died on a stake, so on and so on. All right. When Yahuwah died and rose on the third day, it was a confirmation. I'm not going into that because I teach this already. What I'm trying to teach you all here is there's something called a transfiguration process, right? So there's a transfiguration process occurring right now in the bodies of those who will be raptured, of those who will be taken up per se, or caught away into the heavens with Yahuwah. Of course, I'm speaking about the rapture. I'm speaking about the catching away. All right, so that's what is going to happen. Now you are going through the ready process. It means that your body already go through the tough process. All right, your body already went through the tough process. Now you're going through the ready process. What it means is you must be spiritually ready. All right, so you must be spiritually ready for the catching away. That's what it means, right? Because your body already went through all the processes that you need to do. Some months ago, it maybe take about 2 years, to actually get to understand, right, specific things that is happening in the spirit and in your body. All right. Okay, so I'll be teaching about this again because I already taught people about this. It just came up. All right, so we're talking about the volcano. What is going to happen in Hawaii is going to shock everyone again. All right, so recently Yahuwah gave me a prophecy. Yes, people saying, "Oh, you boasting, you always boasting, he always boasting about himself and rating up himself." If I don't do this, if I don't rate up myself in Elohim, the fallen ones will deceive you. The fallen ones will deceive you and you will fall. Now your soul is very precious to Elohim, so you need to listen to everything that I say. Although it have 10 people on live, it have 1,000,000 people, 1,000,000 angels listening to my live right now in heaven. So everybody in heaven listening to this live broadcast right now on what I'm revealing to you, because they are witnesses. They will be the witness of everything that I teach you, so that when that day comes, you cannot say, well, I never hear that from nobody else. Nobody never teach me that. I don't know nothing about this. I didn't get time to prepare for this. You did get time. You did listen, but you rejected. Some people did reject. All right. Anyhow, I'd like to shout out to you, Commander Sarah, Commander Karen, and all right. Thank you, Sister Wati. That is exactly what I mean. The transfiguration process follows up the transformation process in order to be ready. Yes, Sister Wati, you are listening. This is exactly what I'm saying here. The transfiguration process follows up the transformation process in order to be ready. So in order to be ready, you needed to go through the transfiguration process. All right, you went through the transfiguration process, went through certain processes in order to be purged, in order to become gold, in order to be holy in the eyesight of the Most High, in order to be purged with hyssop, in order to be washed, right, through the blood of Yahushua, in order to be baptized by the Ruach in fire. All right, so that's what it means. All right, so what we're seeing here is a 1 and a 0. Also, if you look from a very far distance, you could see it actually is Abba's face. Now the crack that I am seeing here, it is Abba's face. Okay, so over this live today, I am actually going to teach you all some really things. All right, the things that we're going to go over here on this live today is the events that I prophesied to you that people say is not coming to pass. The events that I prophesied a while and it isn't happening now. We're going to search YouTube to see all the events happening right now. So what you could do is send links in my inbox about events that happening, and we could play it live on YouTube. All right, we could play it live, and we could actually prove these fools who say that nothing I say comes to pass, who actually say about I being a fraud, is nothing like that, right? They are just jealous that Yahuwah has chosen me to teach the ancient truth. They are jealous, right? They are jealous of me being who I am in Elohim. All right, so you see Abba's face right there. So this Abba's face right there. Right there is Abba's face and the little beard right there. All right, Next thing I am seeing is Mother Imaya. I'm seeing her there, and within the same part, some people might be seeing what I'm seeing. This is the child. Now remember something. A certain part of the scripture speaks about the earth being in a time of peril. Means that the earth is going to burst. What I'm seeing is a little child. What I'm seeing here is a little child who has been birthed. What it means that this child has been birthed, it means that destruction has begun, right? Birth pangs, or birth pangs as you say. So the earth is no longer pregnant with disaster. What is happening is the contraction is happening, where the destruction is happening. But the thing is, the government is hiding the truth that the earth is splitting. All right. All right, so let me just see what this really is. All right, so let me play it and explain something else to you. Everybody remember what's going to happen here. This whole house going to sink. What's going to happen here is a lava flow. Lava going to come through here, but not only that going to happen. Alright, before I reveal something else, let's just take a look down in the crack as we get a chance. Alright, nobody will explain this the way how will I explain it to you as well. So what will happen here is that, remember these small earthquakes that they were getting? Remember the small earthquakes? Well, this is what the small earthquakes did. What happened is Abba created the small earthquakes, and what he did was bind all the small earthquakes together to create a force from underground to split coming up. Alright, listen to me again. Listen to me again. Let me say it slow if I'm talking a little too fast. So what Abba did, really, remember the small earthquakes that they actually getting? Now if they get a big earthquake, that could actually make things worse. But Abba don't really want it become worse yet. What he wants is the words that he spoke to me come to pass, so that the heathens could see and tremble. Alright? And what Abba did with the small earthquakes, all the small earthquakes that they got, he actually add up all the earthquakes together, and use that tremor to split from this core. See what you see here? The split start at least 6 feet down. Alright, so the split didn't happen above the surface, right? Because if the split didn't happen above the surface, it will not be like this. Alright? The split happened from under the earth, about 6 feet coming up. So that's how he caused that to split. But not only that, what actually caused the split? It wasn't really the earthquake only that caused the split. No. In order to create something, a hole or something in the earth, Yahuwah didn't just use earthquake. He didn't just use an earthquake to create a split. Now what Yahuwah did, Yahuwah used a specific technique called the tectonic. Wait this boy. Alright. What Yahuwah did, he used an ancient technique which is called the tectonic upliftment. Alright, let me just say it a little slow. What Yahuwah did, I'll talk a little slow because I'm so excited to reveal this to you, of course. What Abba Yahuwah did was use an ancient technique called the tectonic upliftment. So what he did was lift the tectonic plate and create a shaking from under the earth. So what happened to the tectonic plate from under? It will actually give you like a boom song, right? So when the tectonic plate give it a boom song, he used something called electromagnetic field. He used an electromagnetic field to create a split.
But you choose to dwell in my praises. You reside inside of my worship.
Alright, so what Yahuwah did, let me just talk slow so that people could take notes. What Yahuwah did was use an ancient technique called the tectonic uplifting of the plates then. Right? A tectonic uplifting of the plates. So what he did was tilt the plate. So the plate was tilt in Hawaii, and what Abba did was create like a magnetic shock wave, right? So what Abba did was create a magnetic shock wave, and that shock wave caused the vibrating from underground. For the underground, where the tectonic plate is actually resting above the fault line, Abba caused the tectonic plate to vibrate. So the tectonic plate vibrated, causing the earth from underground to begin to slip. So the slipping began from under the earth coming up. So when it's split coming up, right, according to the magnitude of earthquake, Abba creates. According to the magnetic earthquake that Abba caused, please take notes because I really please take notes because I really cannot remember what I just said. It just came to me, Abba just told me, but you need to write down. That's what I told you all. Write down what I'm teaching you here. NASA is not going to teach you this because they have no idea how earthquakes start. Remember I promised to you some days ago, right? Oh, I will teach you all how earthquakes start. Well, this is how I'm teaching you all here. Unless if I do a drawing, which I don't really want to do a drawing right now. I'm just teaching you all the fundamentals for you to understand how earthquakes start. Alright, so the tectonic plate is being tilted. So when the tectonic plate is being tilted, Abba use a magnetic shock wave to remove the soil, to remove not the whole earth, to remove where he wants to split. So where he wants to split, he create a vein, which means he create a drain from underground, which is called a tube. Abba create a vein, which is called a tube, where the lava from the other side, right, where the lava from the other side will connect, right? So when the lava connect, it will actually create a volcano right where the house is. So right where the house is, it's going to create a volcano. So there will be a new, right, now the fissures that happening, I think it have up to 21 fissures open up in Hawaii. So we're going up to 25 or to 23. But what's going to happen where you see these cracks? If you look very good, you can see the quality of dirt that you see in here. Look at the quality of dirt. Just look at the quality. Let me see if I can just shift it around. Let me see if I can just turn it here. Alright, so look at the quality of the dirt. You see red, you see different colors. Alright, about 6 feet down. It's not really the tectonic plate yet, because the tectonic plate is about, let me see, the tectonic plate maybe about 1,000 feet deep. You see, according to the magnitude of earthquakes, it will create the soil to remove from underground. So the splitting will begin from underground coming up. Alright, so let me just go forward. Alright, so if you notice how the crack is, notice how the crack is, notice the color soil that you see in there. Let's notice the color soil. Alright, so let's notice the color soil that you see in there. That is not the soil that we saw in the beginning. Let me show you. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, look at this soil. You know what's happening in Hawaii? The water from underground is being sucked out. What's happening is the water to keep plants alive, you know, to keep things alive, the water from the soil from underground, there's no water underground anymore. What happening is, remember all the rain that happened, the saturation process that happened and happening all throughout the earth? That's how the cracks happen with earthquakes happening underground. So then that's the reason why sometimes you get an earthquake at a specific depth. You don't really feel earthquake above the surface. Again, earthquakes do not happen above the surface. Like earthquakes do not happen here. Let me just say here is above the surface, right? Let me say this is here above the surface, right? Earthquakes will happen so. Just like I explained to you about the technique that YAHUWAH is doing. Well, that technique is unknown to this world. That technique is unknown. Scientists don't know. NASA don't know. No USGS. They don't know nothing about this technique. They don't know nothing about it, and they have no interest in teaching you anything about what I'm teaching you right about now, which is actually ancient things. Note to take note of this. Now, if you had to go to a science class to learn about this, you would have to pay big money, right? To learn this, if they knew about this and they want to teach you how to be a scientist, you would have to pay big money to go and learn this. But I'm teaching you for free. Alright? You are being taught here for free. No money or friends. Alright? No PayPal account or nothing like that. Alright? So all I'm asking you to do right now is to please share this live. Because what I'm teaching you, money cannot buy this. Alright? This is unknown to this world. It is unknown because they don't know how earthquakes start. Alright? Now, alright. So remember I explained to you about the shock wave. Well, the shock wave is the earthquake. So what caused this crack? Look at this crack. This house is on the verge of sinking. Alright? So what's going to happen here around this house? This house is going to fall. How much feet do you think this house will fall? This house is going to fall 20 feet down, not 6 feet. This house is going to fall 20 feet down, right? And what's going to cause this earth to move is the same technique that Yahuwah have been doing for quite a long time. So for a long time now, Yahuwah have been doing this technique and nobody knows about it until now it has been revealed to only me about this technique on the way how earthquakes are caused. Alright, so they lied and told us that earthquake is Mother Nature bullshit. Alright, now we know that it's Yahuwah that caused these earthquakes. We know that Yahuwah create storms. We know that Imaya is the almighty wind. Alright, we know that Yahushua is the Prince of Peace. Of course we know that, right? But we know that Yahuwah ways are unknown, right? So what you are learning right now is very ancient. Alright, ancient things that were never taught to men, things that were never taught to men before is being taught to you on this life, through this life. Alright, so what's going to happen here? An earthquake is going to happen. So what is an earthquake is going to happen is in lower Puna area, and the shock wave is going to remove the soil around this house. This whole house is going to collapse down 20 feet. Also, this tree that you see here is dead. You know why? Because there's sulfur underground. Of course, there are gases coming out from these holes, right? There are things happening in Hawaii that they are not telling people about. The USGS is not alerting the people of anything that is happening in Hawaii. It's all a sacrifice, right? These people in Hawaii, they should vacate. They should leave Hawaii Island completely. They should leave Lani State. But you know what? They will never tell them to leave, because when that plant destroyed by the lava, which it will, that plant, all right, you know what I mean? Not this plant here, you know. I mean an actual plant, right? The plant, I think it's a gas plant or something. The lava is creeping into the plant as we speak. And what's going to happen is that the US government is going to blame it on nature. They're going to say it's nature who blew up the plant. Now listen to me. If they know that the island is a active volcano area, now everything that you see here not supposed to be here. Hawaii is an island which Yahuwah invented, which Yahuwah created, of course, and molded it with his own hand. For those who don't know, Hawaii is an island broken off from another island. Alright, Hawaii was actually joined to America some years ago. If we do some deep research and you see how Hawaii was long ago, you will see for yourself that Hawaii was once joined to America. It was once joined, I think, to some close states, you know. Alright, Hawaii, this part of Hawaii was once joined. Alright, it was once joined as an island, as one complete island, but then it broke off. Alright, and it was divided, and water became over the island of Hawaii and separated. That's the same thing that happened in Trinidad. What happened in Trinidad was Venezuela and Trinidad. It used to be easy in those days to go Venezuela because you could have walked Venezuela on dry ground. What I'm exposing to you here is They will never tell you what really happened to these islands, because they don't want you to know anything at all. They want to keep all the information to themselves. But I am telling you exactly, this world, this evil world, this evil government that we live under, a flat earth with a dome, NASA will never come out and tell the public the truth. You know why? Because they have so much of people already brainwashed by the system. So that's why they will never ever come out and tell you, the public, about the earth being flat. Because the moment they tell you that, then you will question everything. You will question the education, you will question the religion, you will question the tradition, and you will question the so-called history. The moment they expose that they never went to the moon, the moment they tell you, the public, that will bring an eye-opener for all humanity. But you know what? That will never happen, because it is part of the end-time deception. And they have it also in the Bible as well. You see, everything was created to blindfold humanity. And there is a way that seems good unto humanity. Humanity actually think that everything that the enemies is teaching them is real intellectual truth. But the truth is, it's not the truth. Everything that exists today that you see is a lie. This simple process that is happening on the earth today, they're talking about, no, it's not cracks, it's potholes. Do you know that they're actually not calling this a crack? Do you know the USGS is lying to the people in Hawaii? Do you know they know exactly what's happening from my lives? Do you know that the USGS, through Facebook, that they watch all my lives, they download the important parts of the lives, and they make a certain assumption towards the lives that, of course, that I share. But they're not pushing the lives viral anymore. So what happened to this profile here right now? The enemy has infiltrated this profile by blocking access to the people who truly need to understand what is going on. The people who were given dreams and visions about certain things that is to happen now. People that were given dreams and visions, they were the ones to come forward and say, hey, yes, we got visions about this. SHYONYE is actually speaking the truth. Those people were actual people who Elohim give those visions and dreams in order to help me push the lives forward, to make it go forward. So here's the reason why the enemy is moving against me. Because of what I teach you, they don't want you to know nothing about it. And if you had to know about it, you have to go a seminar. And still, they will never tell you all the details, in-depth details, how I explained to you just now, in depth, the way how earthquakes happen. How I truly explain it to you, you will never ever get that in-depth reasoning and understanding. They will keep that to themselves, and they will put in 2 cents of their lies, or 3 cents, or they will put in 1,000 words and brainwash you with that, and they will tell you, hey, well, this is part of it. But when you awaken in righteousness, you will understand that these people, that these beings, these liars, are lying about everything that they tell us. You will realize that the system wasn't created for the righteous to be awakened. Again, this system that we live in wasn't created to help or exalt the righteous. It was created to manipulate the brainwash. It was created to bring down the righteous ones. It was created to enslave the righteous and to enslave the unrighteous. The system wasn't balanced, and the system is never a balanced system. Look at how they live in Britain. Look at how the so-called royals lives apart from everybody on this earth. And you know what is stupidest things about this? Is that the royals, the so-called royals, are reptilians. And the reptilians could shapeshift. What that means, they could be anyone who they choose. Like, for example, I don't want to use Trump. I'm going to use somebody else. Who I could use? Let me use one of my enemies, like Bobby Allen. You know him? If the reptilians want to be like Bobby Allen, if they want to speak like Bobby Allen, they could accomplish that. They don't need to put Bobby Allen under no machine. All they need to do is get a collection of Bobby Allen's blood. All they need is Bobby Allen's blood. And once they get Bobby Allen's blood and they drink Bobby Allen's blood, they could become like Bobby Allen. What that means is they could actually come person like how Bobby Allen truly looks. Alright, you ever see X-Men? You know about Misty, who could actually change? Alright, if she see Trump, she could actually turn into Trump if she touch him. Well, that's what the reptilians could do. If they get access to your blood type and they want to use you for evil, it's easy. All they need to do is get your blood. All they need is your DNA of who you are. Thank you, Sister Asa. All they need is your DNA. When they get your DNA in, right, of who you are, and they see your blood type, they could use your DNA and they could create a clone out of your DNA. You see why it's so dangerous, very dangerous, to go in the hospital to give blood? Because sometimes they could use your blood to do witchcraft. Now I ain't going to teach that. I ain't going to teach that. What I'm teaching you all here is deep wisdom. And I'm giving you an understanding to the questions that some of you may have. Some of you have some burning questions. You know? How come this so? How come this so? You ever saw the UN logo? Have you ever saw the UN logo? The UN logo is a flat earth. Look at the UN logo. The UN logo proves that the earth is flat. They are suppressing humanity from that understanding. They're suppressing them, depressing them, compressing them.
And what do they want to hear?
Keeping the information from the public.
Because we are following developments out of Manchester.
They are not teaching it in the schools. You know why? Because if they do teach it in the school,
and what do they want to hear?
the awakened ones in righteousness will rise up against them.
Because we are following developments.
You see, the agenda is to keep humanity dumbed down. The agenda is to keep humanity foolish.
Why do we have
to keep them always in the dark and not in the light?
Why can't we just tell them what they want to hear?
The agenda
What do they wanna
is
hear?
not to teach you real righteousness.
Good evening, and we come on the air at this hour because we are following
The
developments out of
agenda is to
Manchester.
poison your
Say that
subconsciousness.
again? I said.
The
Why do
agenda
you have to tell the people
is not
what
to
they
bring you
need
to
hear?
the reality
Why can't we
of
just
their
tell them what
lies
they want
and
to hear?
deception.
And what do they want to hear?
The agenda is not to bring you
Good evening, and we
to
come on the air at this
wisdom
hour because we are following
and not to
developments out of
teach you
Manchester.
understanding.
Say that again?
The
I said,
agenda is to
why do we
continue
have to tell
to
the people what
depopulate
they need
the
to
earth.
hear?
The
Why can't we just
agenda
tell them what they
is
want
to
hear?
continue
And what do they
to
want
keep
hear?
you, humanity,
Good evening, and we
as
come on the air at this hour because we
mental
are following.
slaves.
Say that again?
That is
I
why
said,
certain things,
why
specific
do we
things,
have to tell the
may happen in
people
their
what
life.
they need to hear?
You will go to the
Why
pastor
can't we just tell them what they want to hear? And what do they want
and
to
they say,
hear?
Pastor,
Say
I
that
don't
again? I
understand
said,
how certain things
why do we
happening
have to
this
tell
way,
the people
that
what
way.
they need to hear? Why can't we just
You're
tell
going
them
to
what
the
they
enemy.
want to hear? And what do they want to hear?
Good evening, and
The
we come on air at
churches
this hour because we are following
has been
developments out of Manchester.
infiltrated
Reports of
by
an
the Illuminati
explosion at an
for a long
Ariana
time now.
Grande concert, urging people to stay away from the area.
Look around, brothers and sisters.
Confirmed multiple fatalities.
And what do they want
Open
to
your
hear?
eyes to what you're actually
A
seeing.
shooting, we're told, at
Don't give in to the lies
I
anymore.
said, why do we have to
You see,
tell
a
the
day will
people
come
what they need to hear? Why can't we
When
just
you
tell
will
them
want
what they want
to hear my
And what do
voice,
they want to
you
hear?
will say, whoa. And when them SHYONYE who in life
We come on the
today,
air at this hour because we are following developments out of Manchester, England. Reports of an explosion at an Ariana Grande
And it could be too
concert,
late.
urging people to stay away from the area.
because when you had the chance to learn it, to learn the real truth about what is really going on, about I exposing everything and bringing it to the forefront. That day will come. That day will come when all those who have rejected Elohim's ancient truth, that day will come when they will be like fish out of water, searching different places, looking for the word of Yahuwah. They will be hunting all over the earth, looking and searching for this ancient truth. They will never find it. That is why the ancient truth has never been taught to no human. The fallen ones knows about this truth. That is the shadow government, of course. Now if they keep the information from you, everything that pertaining to this earth, the system, everything from you, they hold that power in their hands. Now note, if you remain brainwashed and controlled and manipulated by your enemies, they hold that power against you. They have that power to withhold that information from you. But if you hear my voice, if you hear my voice in this hour, crying out to you in the wilderness, don't cock your ear of what I speak to you, because your enemy will never teach you the things that I'm teaching you. The enemy will never teach you what I am teaching you right now. So what we're seeing here is really awesome. Everyone in Hawaii were given a warning. There were multiple warnings that appeared in Hawaii recently, and the warnings were shofar songs. Now some months ago, I warned you all about the shofar sounding in different nations, that when you hear the shofar songs, in an island, on an island, or in a country, or in a state, it means that that state will be judged. It means that judgment will begin in that state, in that country, or on that island. So, when you hear the shofar song, it is an emergency call from Elohim. It is actually saying to you who listen, who heard it, you need to get yourself ready. Because before Hawaii started to crack up, before any events started to happen in Hawaii, Elohim has been warning the people in Hawaii. The people in Hawaii has been receiving dreams and visions. But what happened? These people in Hawaii is an actual tribe. Now where we come in here now is the different topic. The people in Hawaii is a tribe. Actually a tribe that were given an opportunity to repent and come back. Now the indigenous people is actually Hawaiian people. Alright? So the Hawaiian is actually indigenous people. Now these people is a fallen tribe. But listen how Abba loved them so much. Abba give the indigenous people, who is a tribe, a fallen tribe, give them one last chance to come back. Because since the whole tribe, the indigenous people is a tribe, period. The indigenous people is a fallen tribe that were given an opportunity to repent and come back to Elohim. So what happened in this tribe? Evil, pure darkness entered into the camp of the indigenous people. You know, the East Indians, I can't remember what they call them. But darkness, evil, moved in to the camp of the indigenous people. And what happened? Lucifer started to use the elders within the camp of the indigenous tribe. Lucifer used that tribe to turn against Yahuwah. So what that tribe started to do, they started to teach the children to practice black magic. They started to teach the children black magic. They started to create warlocks and promote them in different ranks within the indigenous tribe, which is the tribe of God. The tribe of God is true. I think the tribe of God. Yeah. Tribe of God. Tribe of God. So the indigenous people is the tribe of God. God. G-A-D. Not God. Alright, so the tribe of God was illustrated by Lucifer, who is the God of this world. I want to explain all that. And evil moved in to the elders within the camp of the tribe of God. And they started to practice black magic and white magic, obia, voodoo. Lucifer teach them how to practice these evil things, and they teach the young ones from young to practice, to be practitioners in evil. They started the whole witch lot and the warlock organization. The tribe of God was a holy people. The tribe of God used to be a holy people. But they have fell because the elders who used to teach the children about Yah. Note this. The tribe of God, they used to teach the children the ways of Elohim. Because the tribe of God comes a long way. Since in the wilderness, since in Egypt, the tribe of God came a long way. The Hebrew cult really don't know nothing. Unless when I teach you specific things, you will never know nothing. You will think that what they're teaching you is the truth, but it's all lies. So again, the Hawaiian people, I don't want to go too deep in that, because there are other things to teach you, alright? So I hope that you're writing down these things. But listen, I won't remember it, period. I won't remember anything after I teach here. Alright? So write it down and make sure that you have a collection of all the things that I'm teaching you all here. Alright. So look how the crack is. See how the crack is? What does it shape like? Alright. Under here, there's a crate under here. Why do you think it's cracked like this? Why do you think the crack is happening like this? Because there's a crate right here. A new volcano crate, or a new volcano is going to open up right here. So a new volcano means a new volcano. Alright, one last thing before we go forward. I want to teach you all, of course. Where the volcano is, there is no plates. Alright? I want to show you all a little something. I'm going to teach you all a little something here. Alright, let me just say, for example, this is the volcano. Right? This is the volcano. And there's a piece of land here that is seen here. Under this land, it have a plate. And the plate ends right here. This piece of land that is seen here is just a little piece out that extended out, but the plate cuts right here. So there's a plate right here. There's a plate on this side. So there's a divide of the plate. Alright, so what was happening before here is that the land here was actually filled up here. It was actually filled up with dirt, filled up, compact. It was actually compact. It wasn't really time to start this volcano. So this is a new volcano going to Europe. So I'm actually working on this. There's a new volcano going to start here. So as I said before, the plate, the tectonic plate ends here. Alright, and by the way, I should also make it very clear that this is now fissure 8. Alright, this is in Puna, Lower Puna, and this is now fissure 8. So where this house was, the house is no more there right now in Puna, Hawaii, because they have become Elohim's main volcano. So fissure 8 is Elohim's main volcano as of right now. All other fissures are not closed off, but all other fissures are helping in further in the progress of the pit in Hawaii. All right, once again, where you see this house is, it is now fissure 8, as I prophesied then till now. It's now fissure 8. Right here, this house is in danger because this house could be blown out of the sky if Abba decides to open the trench where the other volcano is, you know what could happen here? This house could be blown out of this position, and anybody in that house could die. Alright? A volcano is going to come right here. A new volcano is going to start right here. Alright. Again, the plates, the tectonic plate ends. It's now fissure 8 August 20. No, sorry. August 19, 2018. Oh my gosh, I'm speeding down the line. I still want to get off this earth quickly. Alright, so thank you again for everyone who watched this live today. I hope that you share this live. I hope that you share it on the groups, on the on all groups, on the pole shift groups and them, so that they will know that they're teaching the people bullshit, that they need to learn the truth from me, of course. Here, after here, there's no tectonic plate. So where the volcano is right now, every volcano, there is no plate under the volcano. Again, where there's a volcano, there is no plates there. The plate either ends here, where the hole is, where the volcano hole is. The plates end there. The plates do not cross over into the hole of where the volcano is being cooked. Alright? So there's no way that the plates, the tectonic plates, will overlap to the volcano or over the volcano. It don't happen so. And the reason why I'm going to show you a video in a sec about the volcano in Hawaii, but I'm going to actually teach you all something a little deeper in respects, in respects to the in respects to the volcano itself. I'm going to teach you all something a little deeper after we get to this song. So make sure you share this live. Very important that you share this live.
Exodus chapter 3 verse 12. And Yahuwah said, I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship me on this mountain.
Morning, noon, and night, I will worship you.